Hi heathens! So today's video is going to be kind of a combo video. It's going to be get unready with me while recreating this look using different products, essentially. I don't really know. I've been wearing this makeup all day. It is some of the makeup in my bathroom, so it's different than what I'm going to have available in here. So this is what it looks like. Ignore if the eyeshadow is cracked. I have been wearing it since like 6:30. And it is now almost 5:30, so 11 hours. Been wearing the foundation for 11 hours, and the highlighter and the lipstick. The lipstick was reapplied on my lunch, but nothing else has been touched up. So I'm going to take a makeup wipe, we're going to take everything off, we're going to put new makeup on, so I can be nice and fresh, because we're about to go celebrate, essentially my mother-in-law's really late birthday, because her birthday was technically in February. And we were not able to all get together, and stuff kept coming up, and then she got sick, and then we were like, we'll just put it off. Well, his cousin happens to be in town, or is supposed to be in town, and so we're gonna all get together. So anyway, I don't want to be going over there because we don't have to leave for like 30 more minutes looking all crusty dusty. 11 hours of wear. I want to look decent. I mean, to be fair, I don't think I'm getting that lipstick off. To be fair, that foundation held up really well, considering it was 11 hours. The eyeliner, or the eyeshadow, looks about how I expected it to. I'm going to try to leave my mascara on, so I don't have to redo my mascara, and we'll just work around it. But the foundation was the Believe Beauty foundation, which you can get at Dollar General, and I set it with, oh god, my lips are all kinds of crusty. I set it with the Rimmel Stay Matte setting powder, which is an oldie but a goodie. Let's throw my hair up to get it out of the way, because I am going to throw in a little bit of foundation, because I don't want to be like all red and hot looking. But I'm going to do my eyeshadow first. I'm still going to stick, like I said, I'm kind of recreating the same look. So I'm going to stick with the like orange yellow themes, and I'm going to be using the Citrine Palette by Profusion, which the like sticker bit that holds it shut has restuck, and I am having a time trying to get it back off. I started, before I started filming, and had one side down, and if I can't get it, I'm just gonna have to find a different palette. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about though, where it's like, I just scratched the plastic trying to cut this stupid sticker. This was a Ross find a while back, $3.99, which, I mean, isn't much less. Whew, I broke my nail doing that. Which isn't much less than what they retail for anyway. I think they only retail for $5 or $6, but still. Let's take this fluffy blending brush. This is a Luxie 205 tapered blending. And I'm going to go in with the shade Blessed. And when I say I'm switching shades, I'm swapping to Safari. This might be a little more yellow than what I had on initially, but we're going to be in the same, like, realm, you know? So going in with Blessed first. There's a lot of kickback on that shade. Wow. Yeah, not near as much as coming off. It's like my desk is yellow now. Just because of what came off of the brush. Wow. So be careful, because these shades are evidently really, really soft. Because that was crazy kick up. And again, I don't really mind, but I mind when it's like that, where I tapped it off and it literally looks like the trees around here right now because pollen is out. and they're just like throwing pollen on the ground every time the wind blows. That's what my brush just looked like. Exact same color and everything. Because my car looks like it has this eyeshadow all over it right now. It's lovely. And that's the thing, we gotta stop and get gas on the way. I really don't want to pump gas in this weather because it feels good. But being outside for more than like 5 minutes makes my throat like close up. That was a disgusting noise I just made. If the camera picked that up, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to make that sound. But that is the involuntary reaction of imagining pollen. Literally, I feel everything start to close up, and I'm sure any of y'all with seasonal allergies know exactly what I'm talking about. Because it's awful. And you can't escape it here. No matter, in my case anyway, no matter which seasonal allergy meds you take, Zyrtec, Claritin, whatever the other one is, you still have allergies because pollen sucks. And that is my pollen rant over. You're welcome for that. I'm so glad that you got to enjoy that moment with me. Anyway, the palette that I used this morning, I'm going to now tap into, I think I'm going to go Gold Digger since it's already a little more yellow. The palette that I used this morning was, I'm trying to think of what I even used this morning. I am just having a full brain fart. I couldn't tell you. It'll come to me at some point. But anyway, I was just feeling kind of like the orangey yellowy vibes today because spring is here. I was in a surprisingly good mood this morning for a Monday, which is why I went all to the extent of putting on foundation. You know, I woke up early. I'm not going to say I slept well, but I didn't sleep bad. Like, I guess better than normal. I didn't wake up 20 million times in the middle of the night. The few times I did wake up, I feel like I went back to sleep relatively quickly. So, that's a plus. For foundation, I'm going to use... No, that's the same brand. It's not the same foundation, but I don't want to use the same brand. Let's try the Purlisse BB Cream Serum. This is Fair. No, you know what? Let's try the Pretty Fresh Foundation in 4N. If this doesn't work, I'll change, but I haven't used this yet, really. I think I tested the shade when I first got it to make sure it was going to be a decent shade match. I have no idea where my brush is. Like, the brush that I literally pulled out to use for foundation. I was trying to see if it was back here. It's not, so I'm just going to grab this one. This is the BoxyCharm one. I feel like I tried this when I first got it, but I didn't, like, try it, if you know what I mean. So we're going to try it. This is just like a little trial size. This came with something that I ordered on there. I still feel like there's pollen in my throat. Looks like it's going to be a really good match. So I'm just going to tap in, tap on. I'm going to go ahead and kind of put it everywhere that I want it and blend both sides at once, because with this being a like more hydrating foundation, I don't feel like it's going to dry down on both sides before I can finish blending it out. So I just want to cover the redness, because the foundation I used earlier has good coverage, but it's also not like full coverage. It has more than this seems like it's gonna have. That's okay, we can just try to build this up if we need to. I am not, however, going to put on lipstick. I'm just going to use a little bit of balm or gloss because we're supposed to be eating over there. And so I don't want to get like that weird rim around my lips where my lipstick is coming off and then not be able to reapply it and then just have to awkwardly sit there with half-colored lips. Especially not with something as dark as that brown. That was the Wet n Wild, I don't remember exactly what the name is, but it's something to do with caramel or something. I'm going to get a little bit more on my hand so I can build up on the cheeks. I don't remember the name of it. But it's the brown Wet n Wild liquid catsuit. I can't wait for them to come out with more shades of the matte liquid catsuits. I really like that formula. It's one of my, if not my favorite drugstore matte liquid lipstick, unless you count ColourPop. Which I know, again, some people do, some people don't, because they're drugstore prices, but you can't actually go in a local drugstore and find them. They're at Ulta, but you can't go into, like, at least nowhere around me, you can't go into, like, a CVS or a Walgreens and purchase ColourPop. So I know it's debatable whether they're technically considered drugstore or not, but when I talk about drugstore, I'm referring more so to the pricing than, like, where you can actually purchase it. Okay. It's kind of clinging right here. But overall, that doesn't look bad at all. As long as it stays looking not bad at all, I'll be good to go. So for that, I'm going to set it. Should try to make sure. But to keep the little, like, luminescence, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. And I'm just going to take this fluffy brush. This is the Half Cake. It's actually a blush brush, I think. But I like it for setting my face. And we're just going to take that and pat it around and blend it all in. Definitely just inhaled some of that. Love that for me. Love that for me. Between setting powder and pollen, I'm not going to be able to breathe tomorrow. I don't know how people who do their makeup more often than me don't inhale setting powder all the time. Like, it's not something that you hear. I keep checking to see if there's any setting powder on my shirt, sorry. It's not something that I really hear people talking about a lot. Do they just, like, not breathe while they're doing it? Or am I just really, really bad at makeup? And it causes me to inhale powder when I'm very clearly not trying to. I'm just, you know, breathing like a normal person. I've had something on my neck this whole time. Why didn't you tell me? Can you see that? It's already, like, okay. This sits weird on my nose. Hold on. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but. Oop. I don't know. Whatever. It'll do. I don't think anyone is going to be that close to my nose tonight. Probably not even Michael. So, is it that big a deal? Probably not. Now, the blah, 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 blah highlighter that I used was like a duochrome. I'm going to try this Just For Us Luster Dust by ColourPop. It was the one I used this morning was the Ulta duochrome mermaid, unicorn, fairy, something. I do not remember that name. So I'm just going to gently tap into this and tap off a lot of the excess because it is a loose powder. So this brush is picking up like a lot. Okay. Now we're going to just wipe that on. It's not the exact same colors. This one has more of like a pinky red shift, but still it has that same like vibe. You know what I mean? The other one is like a pinky purple. This one's like a reddish gold, but that's okay. I just want duochrome. I have literally no idea what I'm going to name this video because saying watch me recreate the look I was wearing sounds weird, so maybe it's going to wind up being like turning my work look into a birthday look. Something like that. I'm going to go in with the Kylie Princess Please, and we're going to use this for my inner corner eye highlight. Even though it is pink and my eyes are yellow, it has like that icy undertone. And so next to the yellow, it looks a lot more like gold. I don't know how to explain, but something about colors being near each other. Super smart. Then for lips, I'm going to try to use the e.l.f. Ride or Die Balm, and I'm going to lose the cap. I'll find that later. This is in Tough Cookie. I have no idea where that ran off to. I am constantly dropping things. My hair is going to straight stick to that when I take it down. But that's okay. Alright. Now we're going to take the Ciate London Everyday Vacay Setting Spray. Now I smell like a coconut. And then that is it. We have our completed look. Let me know your thoughts down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe to see more of my content. And I will see you guys next time. Let me take my hair down. Ta-da! I'll see you guys next time. Bye.